I'm in Waukesha and off to Watertown and then over to Madison. Headed back down, going to sneak back down into Rockford. I want to tell you, I'll be back again. And the reason I'm coming back, you know it. The center of the political universe in America is right here in Wisconsin. Absolutely right here. When President Obama and Vice President Biden carry Wisconsin, they're going to be reelected to a second term. And that's why stay up late at night. I like to get to bed at a reasonable hour. And I'm thank goodness that Wisconsin's in the central time zone. So when the news comes in from Wisconsin, I can rest easy because I know what you're doing. You're contacting your friends. You're making those phone calls. You're knocking on some doors. You're even fighting it out here in Waukesha County, which may not be the greatest area for Democratic votes, but there are Democratic votes to be had out here in Waukesha County. And we're going to do that all across the state of Wisconsin, and all across this country. My friends, we get a very few opportunity in life to vote for President of the United States. It only happens a few times. And rarely do we have such a clear choice like we have this year. I'm hoping that you're going to join me. It was about 4.5 years ago, 5 now, 6 maybe, but I turned to this man, Barack Obama, and I said, you got to run for President of the United States. And he said, I haven't even been in the Senate 2 years. And I said, 10,000 votes in the Senate doesn't make you a wise man. I think you can be a candidate that'll make a difference, an historic difference. And the next thing he said to me was, what about Hillary? She's good, she's really good, and her husband's great. But let's do it. You're young enough, if you don't make it, you'll get another chance. And he talked it over with Michelle and made the decision to go forward. You all know what happened. One of the most spectacular races in history. And the good news is when it was all over, Barack was the nominee and became the president, he turned to a woman named Hillary Clinton, who's been the best Secretary of State in the United States. That's the person Barack Obama is. That's the kind of leader he's been. He's been up against it in Congress. I serve in the Senate. Herb Cole, I hate to see him go. I really love the guy. But Herb and I sit there and watch as Mitch McConnell announces his highest priority is to make sure that Barack Obama is a one-term president. He didn't say his highest priority was to create jobs or reduce the deficit or make sure America was safe around the world or give working families a fighting chance. No, his highest priority was to make sure Barack Obama was a one-term president. And this president just kept soldiering on, fighting for things that are critically important. They say this Obamacare, oh, we're going to use it against him. Bring it on. Bring it on, because I want them to explain to families like my family, where we had a baby with a pre-existing condition, why they should be discriminated against by a health insurance company. Yes. I want them to explain to families where kids are graduating from college, looking for a job, maybe can't get health insurance, and still stay on their parents' plan until they're 26. I want them to explain how those kids shouldn't be covered. There are 90,000 of them in this state. 90,000 of them. And I want them to explain why seniors all across America shouldn't have a helping hand paying for their prescription drugs. Closing that donut hole. That is critically important. Right. And when it comes to Wall Street, you know, somebody said recently that Mitt Romney had decided the biggest problem in America wasn't Wall Street, it was Sesame Street. And he's gone after Big Bird. You probably heard him in the first debate. Well, he's missed it because lots of people felt what the last recession did to their savings and their retirement and their future.